If is Paul George healthy? Is he going to play? Or is that knee still bugging?
I don't know. I don't know what his status is.
If Paul George doesn't play, they probably lose in 5.
All I know is that I'm rooting on the Clippers' downfall, considering we fleeced them in that trade for Paul George. It's crazy to think that we're even in the playoffs with the Clippers right now.
And you have 4 first-round picks next year.
Dude, we've got first-round picks.
You have 4.
We've got 4 first-round picks for the next 4 years.
That's gross.
That's insane, dude.
But you know what? That's a good case study for teams that have these superstars that don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the Nets and you have Harden, Kyrie, and KD, you should be setting your there's no harm. Obviously, I think in this generation we have a real problem with instant gratification. You want it now, and if you have to wait, it's fucking so annoying. There is no problem in professional sports in taking the long route in the long game. The Thunder are going to take the long game, and they're setting themselves up for a dynasty that could last 2 decades if they draft correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Teams like the Nets, you go all in to win now, and you get these 3 studs. When you realize it's not working, there is no problem in blowing it up and doing what the Thunder did and going, we're just going to go get draft capital. Do what the Utah Jazz did. But Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert aren't going to work. Let's take the best trade for Rudy Gobert. 4 fucking first-round picks. Let's get rid of Donovan Mitchell and make sure we get something back. The Nets never do it correctly. They're like, all right, this didn't work. Let's try to pivot. Maybe we'll get Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, then we'll try to go get a stud in free agency. There's no problem in playing the long game because organizations that play that long game, like the Thunder and the Jazz, are going to end up setting themselves up for dynasties if they do it correctly. Yeah, right?
Agreed.
So, I love that the Thunder are here, and they drafted perfectly. They got a lot of shit when they drafted Josh Giddey. Everyone and their mother wishes they had a Josh Giddey now. They looked like... at the time, thought they looked like geniuses when they went and got Shai Gilgeous because he was a fucking stud, dude. And everyone was kind of like, SGA? Why would you give up Paul George for SGA? That doesn't really make sense. SGA's turned out to be a guy that I think every organization right now would go, I would trade Devin Booker if I'm the Suns for Shai Gilgeous right now. I think Shai Gilgeous is probably a top 10 player in the NBA right now. It's not even close. Maybe top 5.
Without question, top 10.
Honestly, top 5. I could have the argument with someone about him being top 5.
Yeah. He's disgusting.
And then you draft guys like Lou Dort, who you saw the defense, and then you go, we can develop the scoring, and they developed his scoring perfectly. They got guys like Trey Mann that could come off the bench and give him 20 out of Florida that you draft in the 2nd round or late 1st.
They got a vet 6-man in Isaiah Joe hitting threes when you need them.
They're just putting together the perfect roster now. And even when they got rid of Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder, they got things back for that were really crucial. They didn't pick up big contracts. There was never an air of, we made the playoffs with Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder. Let's go in now. It was well, Chris Paul is fucking old as shit. We'll let him go to Phoenix, and we're not going to pay Dennis Schroeder what he's asking to get paid, so we're not doing that. It was let's just keep building. And I think that's lost on a lot of teams in the NBA right now. You see everyone in their mother, even the Mavericks, dude. You got Luka. He's only 24. Build around him.
Yep.
In the long game. You don't have to fucking offload guys every year to be we're going to get you a championship now. Be able to have that conversation. No, but dude, I don't know what's going to happen.